When was the last time you hit the ceiling or hit the jackpot? Do you like to hit the town or even hit the sauce? What time do you usually hit the hay? Let's discuss.
Welcome to another Happy English podcast coming to you from New York City. And here's your English teacher, Michael.
All right, thank you, John, and thanks, everyone. It's Michael here from Happy English, and I help people speak English better. And this is Happy English Podcast, episode 701, 5 Things You Can Hit. I like helping you learn idioms because idioms always make your English conversation sound more colorful and more natural. For today's English lesson, we're going to take a look at 5 idioms which are things you can hit. By the end of this lesson, you're going to not only learn these idioms, but you'll also have an idea as to where they came from. Let's get the ball rolling. First of all, you can hit the ceiling. You remember the cartoon Tom and Jerry, right? Sometimes Jerry would do something and make Tom so angry that his head would fly up toward the ceiling. We have this image with the idiom hit the ceiling, which means to become very angry or to lose your temper. Here are some examples. You had better call your wife to let her know you're coming home late. Otherwise, she's going to hit the ceiling. Emily hit the ceiling when her computer froze and she lost all her work. When Ted's teacher rejected his term paper, he totally hit the ceiling. Next, you can hit the jackpot. A jackpot is the top prize in gambling, and when you hit the jackpot, you win that prize. Well, with the same idea, when you hit the jackpot, you have a sudden and pretty significant success. For example, Amy hit the jackpot at the department store when she found all of her favorite stuff on sale. The new product launch was a huge success, and the company hit the jackpot in terms of sales. It seems like Taylor Swift hit the jackpot with her recently released concert film. If you hit the jackpot, the next thing you'll probably want to do is celebrate by going out and hitting the town. When you hit the town, you enjoy the nightlife in your town, including eating out and entertainment. Here are some examples. On their anniversary, John and Susan decided to hit the town and have a romantic dinner at a fancy restaurant. After weeks of hard work, the team wanted to celebrate their success by hitting the town and having a great time. Let's hit the town this Saturday night. Stella Cole has a gig in the West Village. Speaking of hitting the town, some people like to hit the sauce. In this case, when I say sauce, I'm not talking about pasta sauce. I'm talking about alcoholic drinks. When you say that someone hits the sauce, it means that they consume alcoholic beverages. And we usually use hit the sauce when we talk about someone who drinks too much. For example, Tom tends to hit the sauce at parties, and it can lead to some embarrassing situations. After 6 months of being sober, Donna's husband started hitting the sauce again. It's not a good idea to hit the sauce before driving. It's not only illegal, but it's dangerous. And finally, after hitting the sauce, you'll probably want to hit the hay or hit the sack. Hay is dry grass that you would find on a farm, and a sack is a big bag. Well, in the old days, if they had an old sack, they would probably fill it with hay and make a pillow out of it or even a mattress. So, when you hit the hay or hit the sack, you go to bed. Here are some examples. I was so tired last night that I hit the hay at 9:30 p.m. Since you need to wake up early in the morning, I think it's time you hit the sack. Lisa decided to hit the hay early because she had an important meeting in the morning. Keep in mind, the best way to remember this and any vocabulary is to take the word or phrase, write it in a sentence that's true for you or true in your world, and then memorize your sentences. Well, that's it for this English lesson podcast. Looks like you hit the jackpot today. By the way, if you'd like to get more practice using your English, why don't you join my Podcast Learners Study Group? There, you can make new friends, join me for live group lessons every week, plus get the PDF transcript and audio download for every Happy English podcast in the past and in the future. And each episode has exercises where you can practice this English point with speaking and writing checked by me. To learn more or to see some of the example sentences from this lesson, just visit myhappyenglish.com and choose Podcast Lesson 701. Remember, learning another language is not easy, but it's not impossible, and I'm here to help you on your journey.
This podcast was brought to you by Happy English. Please visit myhappyenglish.com. Show your support for Happy English by leaving us a review. Get English, get happy, Happy English.